Redneck Muck, peace. We're out here on the Cougar, getting it up on the lift, working on some brakes. So we have a collapsed brake line on the right front. If we're doing one, we might as well do them all. You know, if I was just trying to, make it a few hundred miles, maybe I wouldn't, but, I'd like to be it on the road and be somewhat safe, as safe as this Krusty Kitten can be. So anyway, let's see if we can get some rusty old brake lines off. And if we can't, we'll make new ones. All right, so I was working on getting the brake line off. I still haven't got the fittings off. Here's one of them rusted guys. And the other one is hooked to the battery because of the wheel cylinder. It should come off easier, but I am having to cut the line. And I just kind of wanted to show you. It'll be hard to focus in and see. These lines, man, they're just freaking solid. This line right here wasn't going to pass crap. It just deteriorated and built up, and yeah, it would let fluid in, it wouldn't let fluid out because you got all that pressure shoving in, nothing coming out. So now, if I couldn't get this guy broke loose, I'm trying not to have to replace this metal line. So these have let's see it. If they have a X end on this side, so I cut the line off. I'll put a socket on here. Grab this dude with my vice grip and see if I can break it loose off of this instead of trying to turn the actual fitting on the line because it's stuck. Once it gets free, I should be able to turn it and get it cleaned up. I'll probably do the same thing with this side, but we'll see. Well, that's running real good. I don't know. I guess maybe because the suspension's all dropped out, but line's like underneath there. Maybe that's set like that when the suspension's got weight on it. Anyway, we'll get there. So I'll just keep plugging away. So part of the way through my plan, I remembered this bracket had a hex on it. So this is what the line was stuck in. So I took it off the car. And then it spun the whole bracket and line and everything to get this guy off the line that is still up there. And the other thing I noticed is there were two copper washers on the other end of the line that goes to the wheel cylinder. Generally that leaks. So somebody got lucky on getting that to leak, and then just look at the it's just plugged. It's just plugged with goo. Hopefully, it hasn't hurt the wheel cylinders any, and we'll be all right. But anyway, so I'm gonna take a look up here. Here's my line. I got to get broke loose and cleaned up. And the wheel cylinder is back here. Get the flashlight. Show you a bit better. Get the flashlight out. I've added more lights later. That's where the line goes, and the silver piece. So, getting somewhere. Here we go. Here's our new line. This is the end that goes in the wheel cylinder. Boom. Should have a little copper washer on it right there. And then this is the end of my line. And its little keeper that goes with it. All right. So, hopefully, now I'll try to get that line where the fitting will turn on the line real good, so that way I can put it all together right and easy. If not, I'll have to screw this dude on with the bracket already on it and do everything backwards. It'll be a real pain in the butt, but yeah, I'll get there one way or another. as you can see, it did not agree with that method. I tried lube. I tried hanging on to the line with a wrench and trying to turn it and this and that and all that. I finally tried heat. No, it didn't like nothing. So when I was trying to heat, it just started to split. The line it's going to have to be replaced. It's not horrible. It's not that big a deal. Better safe than sorry. So, yeah, if it's that bad, it just needs replaced sometimes. So that'll be the next step. So I'll work on getting the rest of this rubber line on, and then we'll work on getting the metal line later. So I'll work on the other side here in a minute. So, all right. This one didn't fare so well either. I was giving him the old wiggle back, where you're wiggling back and forth, wiggling back and forth. He had a lot of spray on him. He looked really good. And when he broke loose, it sounded like a pop, like it would break loose, like, broke loose good. But yeah, it broke loose good, all right. Broke the whole line, so I have to replace that line too. Got the rubber line on though, sitting there. You can just barely see the little copper washer behind it if you look real hard. I don't know if the camera will pick that up or not, but copper washer back there. Same thing over here. See the line, and just tap that keeper up a little further, but outside of that, it's okay. Yeah, I don't know. Now I'll go to the back of the car, and I'll see if I can break this line. Because this line is up there. You can't even see the top side of it. Trying to get you on it. There you are. So yeah, it's right there. I might take this tire off by my head and see if that helps me out some. But for the most part, it's fighting with me every step of the way because, that's its job. But don't give up. Never give up. This is where I'm at, right here. That dude is tight. I'd like to get over this way with it. I don't want to break this one too. Don't want to. So I'm going to use a screwdriver, clean all the goop around it, and spray it again. And I'm probably going to cut that rubber line. It looks right. I'll cut that rubber line, take everything off it, and see if I can take it off the same way I did that other side. That was come off okay. I just couldn't get the fitting broke loose. And I'll go that route. And we'll see what happens. All right, this was kind of lucky. So this line, broke. Did not come on. I think maybe you didn't know. But anyway, this is the line on the ground, going to the back brakes. The two on the fitting, they come off. I mean, you can see how this line is coming apart. So yes, this line was junk. Need to change. Well, in order to get that line off, that bracket goes through the breather of the rear end, because a lot of rear ends have little breathers in them. Okay, and then this has a tube on it that goes up out of the way so it doesn't get water down in it and stuff. This dude was plugged solid. Solid. I hope we can see through it now. No, we won't go get that way. But anyway, I guarantee this dude's open now. Even though you can't see through it, but cleaned it all out, and that will take care of. It should help take care of some of those rear end leaks. The rear end leak in several places, and this is very likely the culprit because you drive down the road, it would get hot. That heat would try to expand and push somewhere, and if it can't go out this guy, it's going out wherever it can push, and that's going to be gaskets and seals and all that, and it's pushing out the gaskets and the axle seals. So hopefully this takes care of it, and we won't have to pull all that apart. But if we do, we'll do a video on it. So we'll see what happens. But that'll be way down the road.